Toby Hodges from Yachting World. We are on board the Neel 43, sailing off its home port of La Rochelle with founders Eric Brunel and Barbara Brunel behind me here sailing with me, and good chance to show you why these are a really good option for those looking to move to multi-hulls, used to sailing monohulls. Yeah, we'll have a look at now the space you get on this boat and why they are really pretty good fun to sail as well. So we've done a couple of videos on Neels before. They started with a 45 and then we did their 51, and this, the latest Marc Lombard designed 43, and it's designed around family cruising. Since that original 43 about a decade ago now, that they've basically grown and grown their shipyard, their industrial processing, and refined what they do. Anyway, out on the water, the actual package of having an exciting trimaran to sail really makes sense. So put that in perspective, you're sailing really on a single hull, so you feel a bit of heeling, which you're used to with the monohull, and yeah, you're sailing on a much narrower hull rather than on two hulls of a catamaran, for instance, which also means you have that direct rudder feedback as well. So it's super light on the helm, and it's just really good fun. It just puts a smile on my face when I get on the helm of this boat. We've been, you know, we're sailing here in 10 to 12 knots, and we've been doing 7.5 to 8 knots upwind, and now with the asymmetric set on a SOP there, we're doing the same sort of speed. It's just over 8.5 knots, and when you get up to about 12 knots true wind, very easy passage making speeds. So this is a single helm setup, and Eric will talk us through why you've put it all onto one helm like this.
Yeah, the idea, Toby, is to have the father or the mother handling the boat. It's a family boat.
Yeah.
And all the maneuvering comes back here. You just need to go on the roof to pack your mainsail in the lazy bag. Otherwise you do, and you navigate from here, as we've got all our electronics, engine control, autopilot, and all the control of the sails come back here. Also the line driver here is electrical, so I'm releasing the topping lift from here, and this powerful engine is also designed to be a crane for the dinghy.
Okay.
I'm launching the dinghy with the powerful engine here using the topping lift. The lazy bag is strong enough, has been designed to support the mainsail and the boom weight. Yeah. So we can use the topping lift to lift the dinghy.
So then the only reason you need to, the only thing to move away from this area is if you're controlling the spinnaker sheets, yeah? Right. Otherwise everything else is from this single helm.
Yep. Yeah. And the stoppers for the furlers are right here. So I mean, I can open or close the furlers from here.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. So this also allows, you know, a proper dinghy. I mean, look, this is a high field rib, and what Eric's talking about there is having, if you can see on the end of the boom, you've got a hook which is the topping lift fed through the end of the boom, which means that gives you a proper crane to attach to the bridle here in the dinghy. So you don't need davits or anything like that. It's all set up off the boom itself. And you notice on this boat we have a very nice sail package and a carbon mast as well. But you know, the standard boat comes with a square top mainsail, fully battened main, so it slots in this inbuilt lazy jack stack pack bag as well. Another thing to note here is just the simple use of the port and starboard lines on the main sheet. So you have the dual main sheets like that, which means you don't need a traveller running all the way across here. You've got good control, mainsail trim control, by using a sheet each side. And you can even attach those outboard as well, or attach another line outboard, to give you a better angle on the main sheet as well. Simple but effective. Simple format on the central bow here, with the bow roller contained on the actual sprit and an anchor locker straight behind it. Some Atlantic sailors will use parasailers or maybe symmetrical spinnakers tacked to each of the outriggers there. Otherwise, using a sock or a snuffer like we did with the asymmetric is the preferred method apparently. And then moving aft here, got a nice secure handrail along the coach roof, which you need really because it's quite a low coach roof. Equally, these guardrails could probably be a bit higher as well for family security. And then you have the spinnaker winches aft, a nice big swim ladder each side as well, and that leads you into a large cockpit area under the hard bimini. So this hatch just gives you head clearance as you walk into there, and a big aft deck area a few steps up into that single helm. This will show you the cockloon area, which is the cockpit and the saloon concept, which really opens out the whole of the interior outdoor space. So this is quite an easy interior to show you because it's all quite simple, and it really revolves around this one central living area. And for, I think, family, especially with young kids or a couple, it makes total sense. So these push out open, we'll try and show you that in a second, and then you have the saloon area obviously, which connects with the aft cockpit area, one big relaxing area. That screen there, which I don't know if you can see or not, that's an option, otherwise that would just be a curtain here, and that gives you this sort of pilot come kids berth here on the port side of the boat, which I think works really well. I mean, yeah, a young child or two in there absolutely love it, because also their parents would be in here within view. So here's the owner's cabin, and like all Neels, it enjoys the benefit of being on this main deck level. So you have this amazing view to wake up to, and yeah, it is very simple. I mean, it's just curtain rail there for hanging stowage, and stowage outboard there, and that's it. It's just you to enjoy the sea views really. It's just a bed with stowage underneath, and then these really nice use of these matting on the floor, which works very well, easy to clean, gives good grip. And so you have the view straight through the boat, so that natural light just completely surrounds it. And then, yeah, simple up here, you have a nav station looking straight out and adjoining the saloon here, so you can keep a watch from here. You can hear what's going on, someone at the helm, and then you have the galley right next to you here, and next to the mast support. Very simple, but yeah, you're cooking in the center of the boat, work surface is fine, stowage is fine, some up here as well. You know, you can see a little bit here where it's more of an industrial setup, and really, you know, why they're able to offer this boat at a cheaper price than any real competitor, you know, any catamaran cruising competitors as well, for this size. it is a lot of boat for the money. Fridge in here. Nice big drawer style fridge. And then into the guest cabin, I guess, which is this double right in the bow of the central hull. This has got some stowage. Again, it's all like open stowage, there's no closed lockers. Minimalist, but fine. I mean, either as a charter boat, holiday boat, or potentially for those going across an Atlantic or further afield. Another reason they're able to give this much space, so essentially 3 double berths, but that table can drop to fill in this area here, so that could be another double berth, and if you really wanted to, you could squeeze 2 in the bow lockers as well. So that would actually give you 10 people if you were packing them in, which you might be on a charter holiday. Yes, but there's just a decision to go with 1 head and shower area here. I guess it makes it easier to clean 1 head, but there is also a hot and cold shower out on the aft deck as well. So yeah, again, that simple holiday style approach to it. Now, I guess the less features and fittings and doors and lockers, the less weight. So you do still get that sailing performance as well. The other big benefit of the trimaran design on the Neel is this huge engine room space you get in here as well in the central hull. So you get straight into the tanks, electronics area forward, engines running, sorry, just quick talk. And then, yeah, space for more tank here, manifolds mounted up here. This is a linen fibre and it's been left exposed to show that they use non-structural parts made out of recyclable products wherever possible. Anyway, I'll explain that in a second. So then you have the main engine room aft here as well. Yeah, so Neel has had a couple of engineers working on using environmentally friendlier products wherever possible, and that includes, you know, the use of a lot of non-structural parts being linen fibre rather than glass fibre. And it's nice to see that actually properly employed by a production yacht company. A lot of them talk about it, but Neel have gone ahead and done it, which is good to see. So this base boat starts at 337,000 euros ex VAT, which I believe makes it the most economical in this multi-hull price range for its length. It's an overlapping genoa, so sheets come to this single winch here, which means, yeah, as you go to tack, you release one. You do get a bit of flogging, but you get the other one straight on the winch, and it just keeps it very simple for one person to handle. This is why I like sailing in Neel. You just stepped on board, we put the sails up, we're going upwind, and I mean upwind, you know, 35 degrees the apparent breeze. We've got 12 knots true, and we're making late 7s, touching 8 knots. And it's a proper, anyone that's sailed a monohull, it's really like little bit of weather helm, very direct steering, really good fun.